Put your mind to the open lane. Regroup your thoughts, let go of the strain. Refocus the vision, it's all in your name. Jeff got the mic sparking up the flame. Redirect, regroup, refocus, we thrive. God in your spirit, keeping dreams alive. The vibe is deep, the truth's in the lines. It's your time, now don't let it pass by. Struggles in the rear view, we moving ahead. Wisdom and hustle ingrained in what's said. Jeff bringing light to the stories unsaid. Keep the focus straight, don't just lay in your bed. Switching the gears, shifting the tone. This ain't a journey you walk alone.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, baby. And I thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. How's everybody today? Listen, man, I'm great. I'm feeling good. I'm glad that we have another great guest to come on the show for today. Y'all wasn't expecting this one. I was really expecting for me to just sit down by myself. I was going to, come here and just do my thing. But no, shout out to the homie Born Rich, man, because he bringing me some people. He bringing me some people. And he really is lined up with the vision of what I'm trying to do here for the artist. So shout out to my homie. And yeah, y'all know how we roll, man. We're going to go ahead and get these announcements out the way. And then we're going to move right into the guests. So real quick, boom, baby, I got to remind y'all where we at. We here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ron Reed of the VNO, what you know, myself, Life Coach Jeff Relaford of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, Smooch Wallace, who is Smooch Wallace, baby. If you don't know him, please get to know him. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. We make up the Vibe Studio. So guess what? If you have a podcast or a radio show, or if you want us to shoot some documentary footage, or we looking into some film festivals as well, people. So we are just not a team that does radio. We do a number of things. So please hit us up, hit up any of us in our social medias, our inboxes. You see these logos on your screen. I'm telling you, if you type in Smooch, Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, VNO, Views and Opinions Podcast, or Mary Selena K, I guarantee you will find us and we will hook you up. All right, y'all. Y'all know I got a few announcements to make. So real quick, I got to let y'all know of an event that we are covering. Here we go. Boom. Again, Weedy Grow 2025, baby. It's an adult 420 carnival and festival with food, games, entertainment, and more, put on by Nina Waters Ministries and Mood Changers. Okay. Come on, y'all. This is going to be on none other than 420 Sunday, hosted by Get This D, my man D Smith and Nanette. So please, this is from 7 p.m. until it's also going to be at a private location. So you must purchase your tickets, okay, in order to know the location. And on the ones and twos, it'll be none other than the crown holder, Shy Blizz himself, the homie Shy Blizz. Y'all know he's had the luxury of gracing the chair, dropping them gems and nuggets on the show. We've interviewed him a couple times at a couple shows and events also, man. So it is just great to go ahead and have him there. Because, again, people, that's family. When we start talking about Nanette, when we start talking about Get This D, when we start talking about My Radio Chicago, they family out here. So let's go ahead and bring everybody into the fold at Weedy Grow. Again, on 420 Sunday, an adult 420 carnival festival with food, games, entertainment, and more. Hosted by Get This D, D Smith, and Nanette from 7 p.m. to until. Go to NinaWatersMinistries.com/shop to purchase your tickets. Okay, purchase your tickets. So, all right, man, and we got one more. Y'all know, man, I had the pleasure of interviewing the homie T.L. Williams. Getting more money than you. Y'all know who he is. T.L. Williams, him and his lovely wife were on the show, and they have a product called Shateria Beauty. It is their own natural vegan hair care line. Come on, y'all. I show this picture up all the time. Y'all can't see the photo, but they have manes in this picture. These black people have manes in this picture. They look great at it. I wish I would have hair like that. If I let my hair grow out like that, it's going to be nappy. It's going to be the African roots. It's not going to look right. It's just not going to hold. But Shateria Beauty, man, y'all tap into that. Once again, Chicago's #1 vegan hair care brand. Y'all could go on Instagram, Facebook to follow them. Shateria Beauty, SHATERIA Beauty. So go to ShateriaBeauty.com to purchase the products, yo. Guaranteed. your hair will love what's going on with this. All right. So, all right, y'all. Your boy then went ahead and did all the announcements and everything like that. So I told you I got a guest for today. Didn't expect to have a guest, but I got one. And this brother here, he told me he's stepping into his own lane. And I love it when people step into their own lane. So y'all go ahead, make some noise for the homie Trakk Talk in the house, man.
What it do? What it do? What it do? What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm just glad that you could be on today, brother. I'm glad that you could be on. I'm glad that you got the opportunity to grace the chair. Once again, shout out to the homie boy Rich for just introducing us very quickly, too. Very quickly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, man, I gave you that intro there, but go ahead. Tell the people who you are, what you do, and what you bring to the table, and then we'll dive into it a little bit more, brother.
Man, my name is Trakk Talk, man. I'm from Chicago, Midwest, west side of Chicago. Man, I'm all about that drag racing, man. Drag racing music, something totally different. It'll most definitely move you, just like any other type of music, but it's my own lane.
Okay, that's what's up. So, okay, let's start from the beginning, big dog. Let's start from the beginning. I always ask everybody this question. What made you get into music? Because, everybody has their own inspirations,
Right.
But I want to know what really sparked music in your eyes.
Man, I've been into music since a pup, man. Since I was little, listening to some real good Chicago on artists, man. I grew up around Do or Die, AK, and my boy Jeff, man, you know what I'm saying, with Psycho Drummer and all them dudes, man.
Okay.
We all went to the same school, I was like a little pup though, them guys, man, they was older, so me hearing their music as well as Snipers, Crucial Conflict, all of that stuff, man,
definitely.
it was just in me, when I started doing it, of course everything costs. Everything costs.
Facts, yeah.
Everything costs, but then you had CDs, tapes, and stuff like that, brother. Man.
Yeah.
And the old DAT machine when you record and all that stuff, man. But everything is a hustle. But today's with the technology, the way it goes now, you could just make anything, you just throw it up there on the internet, man, and people will judge you just like that.
Bro, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
Because real talk, that intro music you heard,
yeah,
that came from AI, bro.
See what I'm saying?
It's wild.
You know it.
Changing the game. It's wild. And most people wouldn't know, bro. When my boy sent me that, I said, whoa, hold up. Stop. This is going to change the game for a lot of people.
Right.
But I ain't trying to take over too much, but I just had to drop that in there because you brought up the technology.
Yeah.
And the way that it's changing and shifting, bro.
Yep.
It's something for an artist. So I want to stem on that real quick. So with what you talking about and what you've seen, have you had any challenges with pushing out your music or doing your music because of technology, or has it made life easier for you?
I mean, it's easy, but
yeah,
understanding the game of the marketing and the promoting and just knowing how to align things up correctly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can become overwhelming, and you just want to get someone on your team that has that same hustling attitude like you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah.
So when you call out or you reach out for help and you start recruiting people on your team, you just want to make sure not only they hungry, they want it as much as you, but they also bring in positive energy to the table, man. A lot of good energy, positive energy, man. It plays a good role, man. It plays a damn good role, but it's a hustle. It's a hustle. Everything is a hustle, man. You gotta constantly make contact out here because you don't want nobody to think like, oh man, this is just a dude just doing something on the internet, or he's just talking, or he probably just gonna be a one-hit wonder, like anybody else. But me creating this lane, it's most definitely gonna shake up a lot of stuff in the industry. I know it is.
Okay, that's what's up. See,
Yeah.
again, man, I love to hear stuff like that. When
Mhm.
people creating something, being innovative and new. And let me tell y'all, people, that's what it's about. A lot of y'all, and see, I speak on this all the time on the show, brother. I say a lot of y'all artists, y'all doing the same thing. You know, y'all doing the same thing. So when I hear stuff like this, I gravitate towards it just a little more. No
Right.
shade to y'all, because I love all y'all. Listen to y'all music. Y'all know, y'all talented out here. Y'all know the ones that I rock with. Y'all done heard it, you know. But I just love that innovation. So I want to ask this question before we get into your style of music.
Mhm.
The name Trakk Talk,
Right.
where did that come from, brother? How did that come about, man? Speak on it, bro, because I love these names y'all got. I love the names y'all got, bro.
Yeah. This Trakk Talk, man, was developed in my motorsport club, Poison Clan Motorsport. That's
Okay.
where it came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So that's a lot of GT 500s, GT 350Rs, Shelby's, Coyotes, Mark Ones, all of that, man. You know, we all just roll together.
Okay.
You know, Ford brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. See,
Yeah.
man, look, man, y'all be versatile out here with this stuff, man.
Yeah. But you know what? Is even though I'm a Ford man,
Mhm.
you know, my heart, everybody know it, man. My heart falls second to Chevy. You know, Chevy was like one of the first vehicles that I had. You know, it was an 84 Monte Carlo, you know. So
Oh, the Monte Carlos was it.
yeah.
They were nice.
Yeah. So, you know, but I ended up falling in love with the Ford, man. You know, once I learned how to drive a stick shift, man. Once I learned how to drive that stick shift, it was over with.
I ain't doing it, bruh.
It was over with, man.
I ain't the one.
I'm telling you, man. You control your own destiny, man. Your own speed, man.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Control your own destiny.
Yeah.
Y'all take notes, people.
Yeah.
Get a stick shift. Control your own destiny. Control your own speed. Take notes. We dropping gems, people.
Be different, man.
There it is.
For real.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you said the style of music that you are making is what's the name of that style again? Drag racing music.
It's drag racing music.
Okay, describe that for the people because, well, again, I love the fact that it's innovative. I love the fact that it's new. So speak on that, brother.
So, you know, the metaphors and the terminology, man, I'm just pretty much speaking on the motor and just word slang that we use when we drag racing or street racing, you know, or some guys out there drifting or doing whatever, you know. I just put those terminologies up in it, man. But it's a certain way that I do my wordplay. It's different, you know. So people that's like, you got some guys that's out here, right?
Okay.
They'll talk about a Hellcat or maybe a Dodge or a Red Eye, something like that. They'll mention it.
Yeah.
But they ain't really talking about it. They just saying what they got or what they do.
So they just mentioning the name because of the name.
That's all.
And not really diving into okay, so you deep with it.
Yeah. I'm on a whole different level. I'm different.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can tell you. I don't want to spoil too much and give too much away. But when you really pay attention to my word slang and my music, you know, you'll hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that. Brother, you got a whole type of swag about you. I want to say this, brother. You real smooth out here.
Appreciate it.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you trying. I don't know if you're married or single. You want to put a bid in real quick. I put the camera on you. We can do a little Christian mingle ad real quick. You smooth, brother. You real smooth out here, dog.
I'm cool. I'm Trakk, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like that.
I'm good, man.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, you know, I had to do something. I got to lighten the mood a little bit.
I feel you.
But yeah, man. But you know what? I do like the fact, again, man, it's the fact that we need something new. We need something innovative.
Right.
We need something other than drill rap. We need something other than just your standard hip hop too. Because don't get me wrong. Shout out to my homies Dean Akbar and what's my Don Walker. I had Don Walker on the show. Don Walker, cold brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, his style, the way he's doing it, how he's implementing his calling, his passion into the music.
Right.
Because my man is into the G-O-D. I tell y'all, if y'all tune into the podcast or the radio show, we believe in the G-O-D. I don't know what you believe in
all day,
but that's what we fall into on this show. So, but big shout out to the homie Don Walker and Dean Akbar. He's soon gonna grace the chat, man. Two great lyricists that are also doing. They got a good spin and a good flow on some things, tapping that older vibe to it, but talking with a message, you know. So I like that. I like that. But again, about you, man, just with these things, I'm telling you, man, how did you find the concept? Because I know you had the inspiration. You know, I know what was the driving force, because you wanted to do something different. But how did you find the inspiration to match up your style of music with, I want to say this is a passion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
So how did you just commingle and mesh the two? I know you say you don't want to give too much away, but brother, that's what's so interesting about this, because I love it.
Well, here it is. I mean, I've been doing music for a long time.
Okay.
I just stepped away from it. You know, responsibilities came into play.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just sit down, man, and you still have that fire up in you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you want to come back, but at the same time, you want to be different. I don't want to talk about the same thing that everybody else is talking about, you know, making videos with 50, 60 some dudes in the back with all black hoodies and, you know what I'm saying, ARs and Dracos or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing to them. I mean, that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, it's just time for something different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about, you know, shooting and who got the biggest gun and where the switch is at and this or this or that. And, you know, but you have, believe it or not, you do have ops.
Okay.
Drag racing too.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? People that you know what I'm saying, you get into it with it or have some kind of words or whatever, you know. But I ran into a little situation to where a so-called friend of mine's, you know, he was supposed to be out there with me doing this drag racing thing or whatever, you know. We did it out west. Like Cermak and Kilbourne back then, man. Like they had the straightaways out there before they put the speed bumps out there. Anyway, man, lined up. I'm in the left lane. Somebody was supposed to block off the, you know, like further down, like some blocks down or whatever, man. But long story short, man, get to going. I end up going to the right, whatever. Hit this guardrail because it was a truck coming in. Or whatever, man. It was crazy, man.
Wow.
And you know, brothers that I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like 2 or 3 of them I probably knew, but majority of them I didn't even know, man. One of the main ones that pulled me up out of there, man, his nickname is Tight Pan, man. He pulled me up out of there. Him and his my other guy named James pulled me up out of there, made sure I was all right and this or that. But my partner, remember I told you earlier, I like driving stick shift. He was one of the ones who showed me how to drive a stick shift, man.
Okay.
So everybody fled down there, man. He pulled me up out the car, making sure I was all right, this, that.
Yeah.
That dude, man, he stayed on the beginning side, man. You know what I'm saying? Like where the starting line was at. He stayed down there. He ain't even come.
Wow.
Yeah. So my thing is, you know, and I posted before, you know, just be careful who you surround yourself with. Don't be so quick to call everybody your homie or your little homie, your big homie, whatever.
Yeah.
You want somebody that actually got your back that's gonna stand up for you when you're not around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, not just when you around, but when you're not around. You know, like you should be able to have his or her back the same way like they got your back. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man.
So it's touching, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, we didn't sat down with each other, man, and broke bread with each other. I done sat in his mom house, father house, and vice versa. You know, but it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. That's what life is all about. You know, you live and you learn. Just know who to have with you and who not to have with you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I took all of that anger and that experience, and I put it all into drag racing, man. And my group knew where I was going with it, man. And that's how Trakk Talk was born, through Poison Clan.
Wow.
And everybody know what poison is, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, oh yeah,
it got a lot.
Okay.
It got a lot up in there, man.
Yeah, man. You know, and it's something to hit at, man, just to hit that part of your story in relation to friendship, having people close to you, making sure you want people that's gonna be literally a ride or die for you.
Exactly.
You know, literally a ride or die. Because I'll be honest, man, it's even people that I got in my circle, you know. I got it, and I can count on one hand. If I had counted people on more than one hand, I feel that that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, you inviting too many people in, but you want to make sure that those people that are close to you, they have your best interests at heart. And it's genuine love.
It's genuine.
You know, because I'll tell you this real quick. One thing that I love about God is the fact that he doesn't limit that part of the love that we have to show to each other.
Yes.
And so y'all understand this. So y'all understand where we kind of coming from with this. It's not a love like a lovey-dovey type love. That ain't what we talking about. We talking about like a respect. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like a mutual respect. And when we start talking about men, we start talking about that honor, a little bit of loyalty, because sometimes you could give too much loyalty and they can make you look like a whole fool out there.
Man.
So you don't want to give that, but you want to be honest, and you want somebody that's going, like you said, be there with you in the trenches, brother.
Yeah.
That's big.
That's big. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, because a lot of people don't know, but you more deadly with a smaller circle than a bigger circle.
Ooh, say that one more time. Look right there and tell them people that.
You more deadly with a smaller circle than a bigger circle.
That's powerful.
Everybody honest, loyal, you know, they got your back. You got their back. I'm telling you, you got to minimize. It's not about maximizing.
And see, that's wisdom. I like that, brother, because it's true. You know, I used to be like that when I was younger. You know, I used to spread myself out way too thin with people.
Yeah.
You know, when you're younger, you want to be likable to everybody.
Exactly.
You kind of want to impress everybody. So it's the little stuff that I would do is every time I would go out, I was always the one in the group who made more money.
There it is.
So I go out, I buy everybody drinks, food, all this other stuff.
Right.
But then you start to look back, you like, well, who was really genuinely reciprocating that same love?
Right.
It's not about the material.
No.
I wasn't looking at the material, but who's extending the love? And the love just goes as far as, you know, a big dog, you ain't got to get it this time.
Right.
I got you because I see all of what you've done for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's the way it's supposed to be.
There you go. Yeah.
So nobody have to look at you like, oh yeah, he got it. He got it. He got it. He got it. Well, when you gonna get it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, brother.
My mother told me a long time ago, man, if you got to pay for friendship, man, hey, that ain't it.
Come on.
Nah, that ain't it, man.
No. You shouldn't have to buy somebody loyalty. You shouldn't have to buy somebody's trust.
No.
You know?
No.
Come on. So y'all take something out of this. Again, like I told y'all, we dropping some gems. We're going to be dropping gems. Y'all know this is what we do on the show. So please, if you out here trying to impress people, maybe that's the wrong crowd of people you need to be around.
Facts.
Maybe you need to pull yourself out. You know? Oh, man, I do like this particular subject. I don't want to stand on this too long.
It's cool.
But you know what, man? But I get it, because even when you're trying to grow within, let's say, take this for example. Even when you're trying to grow in your music, how have you seen these types of influences help you grow within the development of your music because you in a new lane?
Man, you know, I done grew a whole lot, man. Like I said, I used to be that maximized person.
Yeah.
You know, walking around with a lot of people and just excited just to be out there, man. You know, hearing the motors and everybody running and doing this and doing that. But like, here's a prime example.
Okay.
And it's hitting on what we talking about right now, not trying to go around it, but here's a
go ahead,
example. Brother. Like one of my partners going to US 41 out here in Indiana.
Okay.
Going to US 41. This brother end up having a blowout. Now he's riding with certain individuals. He ended up having a blowout. They left him. They didn't, you know, they already at the racetrack.
Really?
So now they call him Well, no, he called them and say, "Hey, man, hey, y'all gonna have to spin back around at this exit because I'm right here, but I done had a blowout." And so they say, "Oh man, you right there? Just ride it on the rim. The man gonna crack the rim. Why would he ride down on the tire like that instead of y'all coming back around, assist him, help him? If he ain't got AAA, one of y'all should have AAA. I know everybody ain't out here riding bogus.
Come on, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that, brother. Yeah.
You know, so I say this to say, if I got your back 100, I expect for you to have mine 100. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Every day, every second, every minute, every hour, it's a learning experience of life. As you get older, you get wiser. Some people don't get wiser. Some people just still act real immature on different levels. You know what I'm saying? And you can pretty much pick up on that, on their aura and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Just on their wordplay. You know, but you have to be able to recognize real when you see it. It's not hard. It really ain't. All you got to do is just sit back and listen to a person talk. They're going to tell you who they are.
Come on, bro.
They're going to tell you.
In fact, so I feel that we don't do that enough as people sometimes. What we want to do is when we put something out there, we want to see how people are going to respond, but we're quick to react to that response. As soon as we see something we like, that's what we hold on to. You know, we glean onto that. Yeah. Because it makes sense to us and it makes us feel good. Right. We don't give things enough time to actually mature with people.
There we go.
You know, because I can see you the first time. First time you might be gun-ho, you might be happy, you might be excited. But what happens for the progression, the long-term effects of us being in each other's lives, having that quote-unquote friendship that we're supposed to have, showing that love. Now, if somebody's successful and you falling behind, are you gonna show me support? Right. Like you said, they left homie on the side of the road.
Left him on the side. They left him dead,
They said ride the rim.
Ride the rim, man.
When you ride the rim, you going a lot slower than what you normally would be going.
And you damaging everything.
And damaging everything. So you run the risk of messing up your bike and possibly, depending on how you going, you can have some faith in that you could crash again.
Yeah. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't be paying attention.
Oh, facts.
You know, it doesn't matter if you do put your hazard lights on, man. They're not paying attention. They trying to go around. You go around trucks, other cars or whatever. You know, so no. Don't hey, you run into that, don't even risk that. That ain't Trakk Talk.
Nah, that is, brother.
That ain't Trakk Talk at all. You know what I'm saying?
So what is Trakk Talk?
Trakk Talk is speed. Trakk Talk is a adrenaline rush.
Okay.
Trakk Talk is horsepower. I mean, big block, small block, supercharger, turbo, nitrous. All molded up in it, man. Is a American muscle, cams and everything, man.
Okay,
yeah.
Shoot, y'all don't understand.
Big dog, man.
See, y'all don't understand. See, y'all, can I? Okay, I gotta center myself. See, y'all don't understand, man. This is why I love the dynamics of these shows because I didn't expect this. I didn't know I was gonna get this type of talk.
Yeah,
because this is different.
Yeah.
You know, this is totally different. I ain't never had nobody on the show who's into what you into. And then again, to relate it and tie it into music and just how we talk it. I'm gonna be real honest with you, big dog. I love the fact of how you use Trakk Talk as a philosophy for life.
Yes, sir.
How it because you meet people and you know certain things, it's not in them, it doesn't embody them. Right. To where, like you said, every day is a day where you could take moments and these life lessons. I can see where you've taken a passion and you flip that into how it can navigate your life.
Exactly.
And that's dope, bro.
Appreciate
that's
it.
dope because I'm telling you, brother, I don't meet a lot of people who really that are so into what they do, into their passion, and then they're taking something out of it. And what I mean by taking out of it is like I'm talking about to the depth. Like I could tell, bro, you eat, breathe, and sweat this.
That's it.
Those are your philosophies that you live by.
That's it.
And my man is on here so smooth right now. Y'all don't understand. My man is so smooth.
Hey,
spitting this logic.
Hey, I'm telling you, only thing I can tell you, man, listen to it. I'm different, man. I'm not like everybody else. I'm just different.
Yeah.
I'm different.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's how you also know you operate in the gift that you're supposed to be operating in. Because I'm gonna bring God back in it again, man. God calls us all to be different.
Hey,
the scripture says we are a peculiar people. Peculiar means different. That means we're gonna have the same qualities and similarities because we're humans, we're people.
Right.
But you're supposed to be your own unique self.
Yep.
And I love how your unique self has a chance to influence people because of the message that's within you.
Exactly.
If y'all ain't, listen, let me do this again. If y'all not catching this, bruh, we'd have been on for 30 minutes already. My man, if they ain't catching it, they missing it.
Yeah, they missing it.
If they ain't catching it, they missing
it. If they not into motors and cars and speed and everything, man, yeah, it's gonna go over their head, but eventually they gonna pipe down and get into that wordplay and be like, oh yeah, dude is different. Like, this is different. You know, like I like this, and shout out to T-Pain, man, for real. Cause man, he just made a statement on his page. About a couple of days ago. He said, man, look, we already have Lil Baby. We already have the baby. We need something different. He said, everybody talking about the same stuff. We need something different.
Facts.
The game is hungry right now. We need something different. But hey, I'm open, man. I'm here. I'm different. I'm letting them know that now.
Let them know, brother.
I'm live. I'm telling you right now, I'm different, man.
Come on. And that's why I give you the whole hour.
Yeah,
so you can let the people know you different, brother.
I appreciate it.
You can let the people know.
I'm open for collaboration, man. I'm different, and you gonna see that on my wordplay, because it's not what you. Hey, just be ready. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. Just be ready.
And you know that's why I tell people. And Born Rich is also managing you.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is he your first manager that you've had?
He's my second manager. The first manager that I had when I first started rapping, it was my uncle-in-law and everything. Yeah. He used to manage me and stuff like that. But I ended up linking up with Born Rich, man. It was just off the vibe, man, and the loyalty that I seen him expressing. You know, you don't really meet too many people just in today's world that's real.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You just feel it. Like, oh man, this dude, he real. Like, he a straight up guy. If he don't have something or he can't make something happen, he's gonna tell you. You know what I mean?
You ain't lying.
And the feeling is neutral, and he'll tell you the same thing about me.
Yeah.
You know, like, if I can make it happen, I'll make it happen. If I can't make it happen, I'm gonna tell him, say, hey man, you know what, Born, I can't make it happen this week, but I can make it happen that next following week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have that type of relationship and everything, man. And we just building this foundation, man, and we finna move forward. And it ain't gonna be nothing to be reckoned with, man. It's different.
I hear you. And you know what? For y'all who really don't know who we talking about here, we talking about Born Rich, man. I'm talking about our homie, man. Like, this brother, I've had the opportunity to, and I'm glad. Shout out to Ovita Ivy, because Ovita introduced me to Rich, man. And like, for real, ever since we met, and I booked the brother to come on my show. He was on here with Danielle Diaz.
Okay.
His own show. Yep. They sat here, man, for 2 hours.
Oh man,
brother, I had never done a 2-hour show in my life.
Oh man,
I wasn't ready for it.
That's epic, right?
But
there,
it was just everything he was talking about, bringing to the table.
Yeah,
just to hit his life, his story. You know, my brother has given me exclusives on different stuff pertaining to him. You know, even when the Forever Grateful Awards, he said he wanted to do it. He said, brother, I'm gonna announce it. I want to announce it on your show.
Yeah,
I want to bring it out to the people. I want them to know that it's coming here first.
Yes,
through you first. And this brother gives out opportunity. And we have people who people have dubbed in the city of Chicago as I don't want to say names, because if I say names, they'll know.
Keep it closed casket.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it closed casket for these reasons. But it's people who have certain names, and sometimes what happens is they get over. People like Born Rich get overshadowed because you have somebody who is still in the trenches. I don't care if somebody really putting on for the city, but in my eyes, what I've seen, what putting on for the city is, embodies somebody like Born Rich.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just not saying that because he my boy. I'm not saying him because we just talking about him now. I'm saying it because even if I probably would have met this brother for just a moment, you know, it's something that exudes out of him.
Yeah, it's just real, recognized real, man.
Yeah, that's all it
is. That's all it is.
So yeah, I had to give credit to our boy real quick while we on here.
Yes, sir.
Because I know when he brings me somebody, and he says, Jeff, you got to interview this person. You got to talk to this person. I know what they coming with. I know what they bringing to the table. I already know they good people.
Yeah.
I ain't even got to talk to you like that.
Appreciate it.
You know, because again, for y'all who don't know, again, the interview people were set up very quickly. Like I can't make none of this stuff up. All this was set up very quickly. And brother, little side note, I don't do a lot of research on my guests. My people know I don't do a lot of research on people because I want the talk to be organic. I want it to be good conversation. I want people to see you for who you are.
Appreciate it.
Sometimes if I have too many talking points and it's rehearsed or we have a guidelines to go by, we miss out on some of that organicness.
Exactly.
We miss out on some of that realness.
Yeah.
Because and I'm gonna tell you this, even though I don't know a lot of the stuff that you talk about.
Right.
But the fact that it's simple, it's plain, and it's clear, I'm able to relate what you're talking about to my own life.
Appreciate it.
Because I'm open to hear it.
Okay.
And a lot of times people, for my audience out here, you have to just be open to hear what other people are saying. So when he started talking about cars, he start talking about speed and all this other stuff like that. You have to remember that a lot of this stuff, we all have commonalities, like I said earlier.
Right.
So radio for me is freeing. But since I'm in my gift and this is freeing for me, so when you talking with that passion behind drag racing and everything else, I can relate to that because I have that same type of feeling.
Right. And see, let me say this too.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
With the drag racing, man, you know, we have problems as well. We still human beings. And it's just bringing our emotions to the microphone or to the media.
Yes.
You know, you just not seeing like the reaction of a person lose a race or their car got wrecked or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it costs money to race. You know, these cars cost a lot of money. You know, it's an investment. And of course, you want to get your money back. So yeah, you're gonna race. You know, I did one podcast station, man, and the guy was asking me, he was like, y'all be racing for money? How much money they be out there racing for? I said, man, Jesus. Well, they be racing like 20, 30, 40K.
Wow.
A lot of money.
Wow. I would have never thought that.
Oh, yeah.
I would have never thought that, brother.
That's another house, another business, man. They out there.
Yeah.
They got it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And when you racing on that level, you know, and let's just say you run me and you beat me, they're gonna know. They're gonna know because media talk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
they're gonna be like, oh man, Jeff just whooped him, man. Whooped him by 2 cars. How much he lose by? How much Trakk lose? 25K. And that's gonna be somebody else coming from a different camp.
Yeah.
Maybe from Indiana, maybe from Chicago. They're gonna want to race you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be some big dogs. See, them the big dogs right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me, I ain't gonna cap. They already know. I'm lip pup. I ain't gonna cap.
Okay.
I'm being 100.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
People.
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm straightforward, man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, racing, street racing, drag racing, period. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, and you have to figure out what's your lane. You know, either you're gonna be small tire, you're gonna be big tire, or you're gonna be big rim.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's different lanes. You gotta choose it very carefully.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's something real deep, man. It's something real deep. I mean, we can go on all day, man, talking about it, but I don't want to spoil too much ingredients out to the people.
I don't think you man. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, big dog. I'm interested. I am highly interested in what you are talking. You say I'm listening tentatively.
Yeah.
I'm listening tentatively because I'm very interested in what you're talking about.
Right.
Again, man, I haven't had anybody come on the show, man. A lot of people, they share the same interest when it comes to stuff.
Right.
You know, we talk about the motivational fact. We talk about that type of piece. But with this, I like this because since this is so different.
Right.
I'm so much wanting to know how this just it embodies you,
man.
With everything, bruh.
Man.
That's why I'm so intrigued. Honestly, that's why I'm so intrigued, bruh.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, just speak on it.
I
know you don't want to give a lot away.
No, I don't.
You don't, bro.
I don't. I'm holding back, but
yeah,
you know, like I said, my speed racers, street racers, drag racers, man, they already know. They can paint the picture.
Okay.
And some of these people, I ain't gonna lie to you, especially like the new era, they catching on. They know because they be out there and they see the way we be flying by and all this other type of stuff. So of course, yeah, they want to put them an old school together, or they want to go buy them a Hellcat or Camaro or a Stingray, Mustang, whatever. You know, or the shout out also, man, to the imports, man. I ain't forgot about y'all, man. Them import cars too, man. They be getting down too.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, speed is speed, man. But at the same time, you just gotta choose your battles very carefully and be safe.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Yeah, I feel you.
Everything is safety, man.
Definitely. Now, let's talk about the success part of this. It could either be the music side, or it could be the racing side. I would like to think it takes equally the same type of motivation. You just working with different parts,
right?
You know, you're just working with different things. Because I always say this: at the end of the day, people want to be loved, they want to be heard, and they want to be appreciated / respected. That's all we want.
Exactly.
And I feel that when we start talking about success in business and even in racing, you know, these things are pillars that are needed in order to do this thing step by step.
Right.
So even with your music, do you find, with this certain style of music that you are introducing, do you find it to be harder to succeed and to gain those three things that I spoke on? We'll just talk about the respect piece of it, because I know respect is real big with music. You know, when you come out with something new, you want people to understand and believe in what you believe in, right?
Right.
So do you find it is hard to gain the respect for the type of music that you're introducing to this generation? Or do you find it just be like, you know what, they'll catch on, you know?
Well, it's yes and no.
Okay.
And the reason why I say no, because, and I get it, a lot of people ain't into speed. A lot of people ain't into drag racing. A lot of people not into sports cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, music is music, and Trakk Talk is gonna give you all different types of music. You know, man, you may get some rock, you may get some pop, you may get some slow rap, slow R&B rap, fast rap, whatever. It's just gonna give you a lot. Yeah, it's just not one lane. It's not. That's just like you saying you only got one. There's only one particular fast car. No, there's multiple fast cars.
Okay.
You see how I just put that on there? It's just different.
Yeah.
It's different. And Trakk Talk just not stopping at drag racing or street racing and all of that. The bigger picture is most definitely waking up for NASCAR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. So you trying to hit these different lanes.
Yeah.
So
I got to.
Okay, because when you hit these different lanes, that's what's gonna make it versatile.
That's what's gonna make it
versatile.
Like
how you said, I really do like how you said that it's it's more than like you have, like, remember how you told me you have to find your lanes? You said it's those 3 lanes.
Exactly.
But then when we start talking about this on a music perspective, it's so many different avenues that you could get in with.
It is.
It's crossing the genres.
It is.
I think that's good to say. It's safe to say that it's crossing the genres of music. So that way, let's say I got a guy by the name of Lemoyne Alexander. He does rock music. If you wanted to implement this style with his type of flow with rock music, you can easily do that.
Yeah, we can get up, man. We can get up in the booth, make some magic, man, make some stuff happen and everything, man. You know, like I said, I am different. I'm gonna have to really like just stress it.
Yeah.
To a lot of people, you know, and I have no problem with that, you know, because I'm a newbie coming into the game. You know, with this new exposure, you know what I'm saying, that I'm bringing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, most definitely. If it's, like I said, if it's pop rock, if it's rock, you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's just a moment of time. It's gonna happen.
Dang, that's dope.
It's gonna happen, man.
Okay, I'd like to hear that. Now with this though, with Born Rich managing you, is Rough Riders something? Is that something you looking to get into? Are you trying to be independent? You know, do you still want that creativity? Because I know some people don't want to be signed.
Right.
You know, I know some people, they don't want to be signed. They want to keep that newness. They want to keep that creativity to themselves so they can let it mature and harvest. How do you feel about that, being signed versus to you being independent right now?
I'm gonna say it like this. At the end of the day, if the numbers right, the paper's right, we're gone.
Okay, that's respectable.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If not, you know, there's always marketing distribution deals. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
So you can't be closed-minded to it, because and I get that. I understand the business. You know, everything is not gonna go your way. Everything is not gonna be, oh yeah, Trakk, we're gonna give you this, we're gonna give you that. We got this laid out for you. We got this because you the man and you different. Da 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 da. No, it's a certain thing called tick for tack. But at the same time, just make sure that everything's aligned up accordingly. The paper's right. Everything makes sense. Because if it ain't making money, it don't make sense. Of course,
that's true.
You know, but yeah, I'm almost definitely open. And it's funny that you mentioned that too, man. I would love to do something, man, with Dragon and Swift Beats, man. I think it'll just make sense. You know, shout out to X, man. May he rest in peace. You know, just imagine how that would have been, man, if he was still alive too.
Oh my God.
And I got a chance to meet him.
Wow.
Going over there.
Yeah.
And him just knowing, cause I mean, he's the headstone of Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, like, man.
Can you just imagine it?
Dog,
yeah, man, dog. Let me hear Trakk. Let me hear.
I'm trying
to see what he's talking about.
Hey, you ain't lying, you know? Big dog. Because I'm gonna tell you, I first got introduced to DMX when I was at the age of 8 or 9.
Right.
And my mom liked DMX. She had and then there was X.
Right.
When it was on cassette.
Yeah.
I might add.
Yeah.
So I remember we was going to Kmart. Kmart had the edited and the unedited.
Yeah.
And, you know, my mom's was real. She was like, hey, y'all not gonna listen to all this cursing. Even though Big Dog, we snuck the unedited one that she had. She had us by the edited one. And the first time I heard DMX just rap, just the way he put it, and I know it was albums before that, but I caught the, and then there was X album. That was when I came on to DMX.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was just being real.
Man.
He was real.
Man.
And that's what really like brought me on the X, man, because it was wild. My cousin, who actually does this podcast in the other room there, he actually interviewed DMX's ex-wife. Ooh, he did.
That had to be nice.
Oh, bro, that was a dope show. Now, they stemmed on it a little bit.
Right.
You know, with us, it's different. I would have loved to hear the whole story.
Oh, man.
But, you know, they was there to talk about something and promote something.
Yeah.
It was a dope show.
Yeah.
I'm about to find the link and send it to you.
Okay, yeah, most definitely do that, man.
It was a dope show. It was. And I think you'll find a good appreciation for that show.
I appreciate it, man. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So, yeah, man, we got about 10 minutes. And the thing is this, if you had to say something to somebody in terms of wanting to have a new style or a new flow and bringing something into the game that nobody knows nothing about, but you believe in it,
right?
What piece of advice would you give to them?
Don't rush. Discover yourself. Feel confident about what you bringing to the table and what you speaking on.
Yeah.
Because anybody could just speak and say something, you know what I'm saying? But you want to make people a firm believer of what you have faith in, your movement, your determination, and your goals and what you have to offer, because like I said, everybody's talking about the same thing. But when you talking about something different, it's just going to be like, whoa, prime example, man. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco, man. He was one of my biggest inspirers, man, to be different. This brother came out talking about a skateboard, man, kick push.
Yeah.
Still to this day, man, it's a club banger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You can go anywhere, man, and say that man's name. It's going to shine, man, because that was just a dope album, man, dope song, man. Shout out to him, man, for real.
Man, brother, I'm telling you, the more you talk, the more you speak on things.
Yeah.
I want to push that envelope to know what you got. Y'all don't understand, man. Hey, man. I always tell y'all it's different. You got to be in the room.
I would just have to sing you most definitely the music, man, the file, man, and you just have to play it sometime on your show, man. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, please do, because bruh, I'm telling you, I love new. And I love innovative. I've tapped into that now that I've been in the business. I got some things going on in the background with my business and what I'm doing.
Okay.
Try to shake some ways with internet radio and to do it differently than I've seen some people doing it on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
But nobody's trying to do it on the scale that I'm trying to do it to. I'm trying to be the first to do something.
See, there you go. So just have faith and move with faith,
Yeah.
And don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. It doesn't matter how long it takes or, how many nights it takes for you to stay up to make people into a believer.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it and don't let anything stir you the wrong way. That's it, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look here. Now, we going to end this early. A little early. Because you know what, man? I feel that we've dropped something on these people today. We've given them something new. We've given them something to think about.
Oh, yeah.
And also, just with who you are as a person, man, just your style, your swag alone, bro. When I tell y'all, this brother, this boy smooth. Can I tell y'all, this man is smooth out here, okay? I wish... Okay, now I can't say that because if I had that type of swag, God knew what he was doing. I'd have been a whole fool out here. I'd have been a monster out here if I had this type of swag. If I was this smooth, this cool, I'd have been a fool out here. God knew what he was doing. He made me into this kind of loud, boisterous person who could go ahead and interview people that do this. Because I didn't need to be that. I would have messed it all up, dog. My blessings would have went down the toilet.
Oh man, yeah. Hey man, you smooth yourself, man. You got it.
Oh, thanks, big dog. I appreciate you, man.
Everybody got their own different lane, man. It's all about how you shine in it, man.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And man, I'm going to tell you, Trakk Talk, I've enjoyed this conversation we have had. I've enjoyed the nuggets and the gems. Just real quick before we get out of here,
yes, sir.
Let the people know where they can find you. Your social media is the whole nine, brother.
Oh, man. You guys, man, y'all can find me on IG, Trakk Talk, TRAKK. TALK_ILLERNOIZE, or you can find me on Facebook, The Pastor, DA_PAZTAH.
All right, there it is, y'all. And it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live on the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast with the homie Trakk Talk. And as always, y'all, listen. Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, and we love y'all so very much. And as always, y'all, peace out.
Redirect your mind to the open lane. Regroup Regroup your thoughts, let go of the strain. Refocus the vision, it's all in your name. Jeff got the mic sparking up the flame. Redirect, regroup, refocus, we thrive. God in your spirit, keeping dreams alive. The vibe is deep, the truth's in the lines. It's your time, now don't let it pass by. Struggles in the rear view, we moving ahead. Wisdom and hustle ingrained in what's said. Jeff bringing light to the stories unsaid. Keep the focus straight, don't just lay in your bed. Switching the gears, shifting the tone. This ain't a journey you walk alone.